Okay, what is up, guys? You need to go read or watch this video, even. Haha. On the weekly update that Bungie just put up today. It is insane. It's about weapon foundries and a few minor fixes that they're going to be throwing in, as well as a little trials update. But the weapon foundries, oh my god, they they sound awesome. So I'm just going to go ahead and read this whole thing because it's awesome. But if you want to read it yourself, Pat, there'll be update notes, a link to Bungie's website to read this update right here. So check it out. Okay, this week at Bungie, we're serving up a small preview of the arsenal that's waiting for you in Taken King. At its heart, Destiny is a shooter. You want to journey to the stars and reclaim your lost worlds from hostile takeover. A Guardian can't solve every problem with space magic. You'll need guns. The Taken King features the largest armory any Guardian has ever seen, and that includes the original launch of the game last year. This isn't just an arms deal, though. Our designers have been hard at work creating a wealth of weapons that will infuse the gun racks in the tower with some more diversity and heritage. Oh, yeah, this part here is interesting. Historic notes from Commander Zavala. The weapons used by our Guardians come from the salvaged remains of our Golden Age and new discoveries in advanced energy systems. After the collapse, gunsmiths who were the best at repurposing and repairing these artifacts quickly became crucial to any group's survival. But with large arsenals comes power, and threats to our common goals forced the city to monitor the size of its weapon foundries. The foundries that survive today are the best of the best. Some are built on century-old traditions and tribal knowledge. Others grew with new discoveries and rediscoveries, and each one has proven vital to our survival. Included among weapons that have been wrought by the hands you keep safe will be some native bloodlines of legendary destruction. Help yourself to a small sampling of functional archetypes from 3 of the foundries that keep our city well armed and extremely dangerous. Hake, I think is how you say it. Hammers, not scalpels. Relatable design harkening back to a lost area. Hake is not about exciting form, it is about exciting function. A weapon's weapon. Hake is the instrument of the people. Building reliable tools built for soldiers in the field. Hake values simplicity over intricacy, function over flair. Hake weapons all start with a more tightly focused band of base stats that don't spike as high or low as other weapon families, granting a solid foundation for growing the weapon. On a Hake talent grid, you'll see a simplified set of scopes that work best for the weapon. Front-loaded perk nodes with the stat upgrade options occupying the final column. Hake perk selection is focused on offensive actions and combat tactics. Hake pulse rifles fire a burst of 4 rounds with damage adjusted to match the DPS of a 3-round burst. Interesting, meaning the pulse rounds do less individually, but are equally meaning the pulse rounds do less individually, but are equal as a group. Fire time between bursts is slightly faster. That sounds interesting. Ooh, and these are the pictures. Some of these are pretty cool. That's the auto rifle of the Hake weapon foundry. There's a Titan using it. You also could see a little some of the Titan gear. There's a shotgun. I don't think they're going to be this plain. They'll obviously have, the Hake symbol and maybe a few, some flair on it. But right, because there was no, that one looked pretty plain. See, like there's a little thing there, but the hunter looks pretty sweet, honestly. And there's a pulse rifle. All these guns look sweet, and all of this gear on all these, each character looks sweet. I like that one. Future is what we make it. Omelan? I'm gonna say Omelan. Experimental, bordering on irresponsible, powered by barely understood technology. A fusion of the mad scientist and product engineer of the new frontier. Hallmark is the liquid ammo displays and Omelan power cells. Omelan is the future returned. Pioneers of energy weaponry, Omelan is the first foundry to experiment beyond the world of combustion ballistics. Supporting lighter ergonomic frames, Omelan weapons all start with generous space handling stats to build from. Omelan talent grids focus on behavioral perks over stat customization. Legendary talent grids are the only weapons that offer 3 perks. 1 is the first non-scope upgrade, and 2 as a binary choice in the final column. Perk selection favors perks that are energy-based and go beyond the weapon to interact with the wielder's abilities or status. Okay, here are the weapons. Ooh, it looks like a hard light almost. It's a scout rifle. That one's pretty sweet. Look at that. Yeah, it looks just like hard light. Little Omelan decal. Oh, that hand cannon looks really cool. Look at that. That looks sweet. Yeah. Yeah, I want I want it now. Oh, that is kind of clunky, but incredibly futuristic, which is obviously what Milan is supposed to be about. That's cool. I like that. Yes, I'm uber excited. This is sweet already, and this is probably not even all the Foundries. Elegance in the face of brutality. Cerus. Yes. This is my sword. Function is a given. It must be given form. Design is honed precision. Every curve, every line, every chamfer speaks to the Cerus philosophy. Cerus' elegance amidst brutality. Some say the best weapon for a guardian is one they can customize to match their intent. Cerus believes in options, weapons that can be repurposed for a variety of combat situations. Cerus talent grids offer 2 columns of 2-stat perks, granting more options for changing weapon stats than any other foundry. Single behavior perk is grounded in the middle of the talent grid as a focus point for the weapon's core potential. If you want a weapon that can flex from CQ to ranged, quick to powerful, fast handling to hard hitting, all with the swap of a few nodes, Cerus. Sounds very customizable and fun. Wow, that auto rifle though. Oh, and look at it with its with the whole Cerus branding on there. That looks sweet. That's nice. Scout rifle. I like the barrel and the sight. Yeah, that's Mmm. I don't know what to choose between Omelon or Cerus, and I guarantee these aren't the only 3 foundries. There's gonna be more, I bet. That rocket launcher though. Look at that thing. That looks so cool. This inspection doesn't cover the entire product line that Hake, Omelon, and Cerus have to offer. So that's not all the weapons. We're, we're holding back a number of armament categories for you to discover for yourself as the Taken War escalates. The models you're looking at will seed a vast array of options you use to equip your Guardian. There will be more choices than ever to arm yourself in the tower. Factions will have their own guns. What? Classes will have their own guns. What? More quests will lead you directly to specific. Holy shit! So many guns, and they're all like class and faction and quest specific. That is. What? Ah, that's so hype. I want it now. Even the gunsmith will have a new way to include you in his enterprise. We'll inspect all of that as well before you learn the means to equip yourselves to meet a rising threat. Triggers down, Guardians. I have a semi. This and figuratively, but this sounds and looks fantastic, and that's just a sneak peek. Who knows what more there is to Weapon Foundries? Pit Fix, Husk of the Pit, again will drop from Blades of Crota. You can do the Fist of Crota mission on Cosmodrome to get that, and drop rate has been increased higher than it was before. So, that is it, and I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm going to cut it right here, but Weapon Foundries, just fucking look at all these weapons and how sweet they look, and that's only 9 weapons of only 3 of the Foundries. There's probably a shitload more, so that's awesome. That sneak peek was sweet. Keep it up, Bungie, and that's all I gotta say. So I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.